Mike Rizzitiello, College Place City Administrator here to give you a city project update for a month of March 2024. So we just had the first council meeting of the month, and at that meeting several things were passed. First one was with Kiwanis Park. So we ended up contracting with Walla Electric to go do some electrical wiring at Kiwanis Park. Electrical system doesn't really cover a lot of the northern part of the park, and we need to get that all wired up because a lot of our community events are moving out there because of the Lions Park rehab this summer. So you're going to see work out there commencing very shortly here. Also, there was an MOU adopted between the city and College Holdings LLC that memorializes a timeline at which they'll turn in a development proposal for a property across from the high school, and you'll see that whole public process transpire as it works through the hearing examiner, and then we'll be working in concert with them on public infrastructure improvements. Other things that were adopted was the FY 2024 Community Grant Program. The council allocated that, and we wish to thank the folks from our commissions that graded the proposals, Bruce Moorhead, Jenna Bicknell, Dan Thusman, and then Mayor Hernandez. So with that, funding was allocated to YMCA, YWCA, Common Roots Land Trust, Center for Humanitarian Engagement, Art Walla for the Koala Creative District, Friends of Children, a lot of really good projects that will help out the community. And that's a competitive program where when the budget stopped down in December, we put out the call for proposals, and then they're due in January and then graded, and then the money's dispersed accordingly. So then there was that, and then also awarding our summer rec program. We partner with United Way of the Blue Mountains to buy down the cost of the summer rec program for a youth, and then we bid that out every year. YMCA, they ended up winning that this year, so you'll see notices on city website and then the Y website where you can go sign up for the summer, and that program will go all week throughout the summer up at Kiwanis Park. So please sign up if your families need that program. And then also a resolution supporting a grant to improve the northern portion of Kiwanis Park. So hopefully we'll get that. March 26th, that council meeting is canceled. March 22nd at 10 a.m. at Lions Park, we're actually going to have a groundbreaking for the entire Lions Park project. So dignitaries from State Department of Ecology, State Recreation Conservation Office, T-Mobile, the Port, Sherwood Trust, Blue Zones, they'll all be there as we kick off that project. And once it's kicked off, what they all mean is you're going to see a lot of heavy equipment mobilized from Nelson Construction, and it'll be fenced off. There'll still be access to the community center, but the majority of the park will be fenced off so that work can get done this year, and it'll wrap up spring of 2025 in time for farmers market that season. What that means is a lot of the community events that would have been held there will really be relocated up to Kiwanis Park. So farmers market will be at Kiwanis Park, movies at the park, and then there'll be new events as well. So the Spring Fling, while we don't put that on, Liz and Gary Pierce do. That'll be May 10th to 12th, Kiwanis Park. That will be the activity center for this summer while Lions Park is being worked on. Then April 2nd will be City Council workshop. City Attorney will be doing a lot of the reports about mandatory minimum sentencing, parking lot leases, because we're looking at constructing public parking lots around College Avenue to really facilitate development, because right now trying to shove parking lots on the parcels where they're really long and narrow really can't work, so this will help with that. And then parking lot code, so that'll be a very interesting meeting. Other things that are going on recently, federal and state directed spending grant projects were just released. So on the federal level, we wish to thank Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers. She allocated $2.5 million from the feds for the Southwest Magnolia Road construction project. Then Senator Cantwell has been allocating money toward well number 7 and Southwest Teal, and then the community center, so we thank them for that. At the state level, we end up getting some community project grant money from Representative Clicker, Root, and Senator Dozier, a little over $1 million to change out some HVAC systems and upgrade lighting and such at the fire department, and then also another $2.5 million for the community center replacement at Lions Park, so we thank them for that. To touch a little bit on the Lions Park Community Center project, you're going to see a lot more information over coming months come out about that. In essence, what we're doing is when Lions Park, the actual park, is redone, the phase 2 will eventually be changing out the community center. The existing one dates from 1960s, built by volunteers, had a great useful life, but it's outdated, definitely has seen better days, and really it facilitates so multiple entities can use it. It needs to be replaced. So we're currently all writing a lot of grants, and the general goal is to replace it with a 2-level facility that would have the rural library district on the 2nd floor and be much larger than where they're currently at. They currently have about 1,400 square feet. This would be about 6,000 square feet on the 2nd floor, because as you all may remember, years ago when the about 70% of voters in the city voted to annex in, the general promise the library district made was an immediately temporary facility, which is what Meadowbrook is, and then 5 years out they would begin working at permanent. This is the permanent. Also, 1st floor would be some classrooms for childcare, partnering with the YMCA, community-minded enterprises, commercial kitchen as well that could be available for rent, because big issue there has been the lack of certified commercial kitchen space. It's had a dramatic effect on our farmers market. Right now they have to go out to Blue Mountain Station in Dayton to cook, so that'll really fix that up, and then a nice replacement community room. So it'll be a great facility. If all stars align, I would expect that to happen around 2026, the building construction. Other items for police and public works, there's facility study underway to determine what are the future needs of the police department and public works. Over coming weeks and months, you'll get more information about that as that transpires. For community development, a lot of work going on there. Park plan. So with that, every 6 years we have to have an updated park plan to qualify for state grant funding. Time goes by quick because park plan we've been working under expires at the end of this year. So we have a consultant, JUB, and they will be working with our Park Arbor and Recreation Advisory Board to do an updated park plan. This will cover our current parks, but then we also have a lot of newer stuff in the past years that this will also cover. So as the area across from the high school develops, that likely will trigger a park. What does that look like? Also, Martin Airfield area. The airfield's going to be an airfield, but there is land south of the airfield, and that'll likely be some sort of residential. And what does the park look like that covers that? This plan will answer those questions, and there'll be a very long public process with that, so please participate. Also, Veterans Park, we got a grant to engineer that and then put additional amenities out there. Pickleball court, basketball court. So they'll be working its way through park board, so please participate on that. Also, pre-approved housing plans. We've worked with consultant Liberty Housing Plans. They worked with Spokane Valley and some other jurisdictions where we're going to be developing canned housing plans for accessory dwelling units. That way homeowners that want to do an ADU, an accessory dwelling unit, they can. And if they pick one of these pre-approved plans, then they won't have to pay a plan review fee. So it'll move it quicker, orderly fashion. So we're going to be working through Planning Commission trying to come up with this stuff with Economic Development Commission. Also, countywide plan policy. Cities working with Walla Walla City and County on updating that. Existing ones over 30 years old, really important because that really guides how urban growth areas are established, what's all the factors for growing them, and the jibes with the Growth Management Act that the state has us planned for. So they'll be worked on all through this year because the goal is to have a new one adopted by all member agencies by the end of the year, because we're going to be starting our comprehensive plan update next year. So really important to get that done. And then Martin Airfield study. We have a state community economic revitalization board grant. So proposals are due this Friday from engineers. And then once that contract's awarded, we'll be working a process with the property owner and with the city about what are the infrastructure needs out there. What does all that look like? What is the cost of it? Because those are questions that we need answers to, frankly. Public Works, they have a lot of projects going on right now. So Post Office Crosswalk, State Department of Transportation, we have grant to pay for that. This spring you'll see bump outs, rapid flashing beacon at Post Office Crosswalk on College Avenue will be a lot safer. Northeast Damson, State Transportation Improvement Board, we have a grant for that. So last couple blocks of Damson that needs to be widened to match the rest of the street, and also have sidewalks and new pavement. They'll all get done this summer. As part of that project, we're also restriping rows from Lambert to Cary Court to match what City of Walla Walla is doing. They're doing a complete street road diet with the one lane each way, center turn lane, bike, and then the bike lanes. You'll see some similar, and then there'll be a transition to our multi-use path. And then some other projects that are going on where we'll be bidding them out shortly. Wastewater treatment plant, we have federal directed spending grant dollars, ecology grant dollars. Phase 1A will be bid out within the month here, get some additional new equipment to change out mechanical equipment. It's at the end of its useful life. This summer, thanks to ecology grant funding, we'll be bidding out wastewater lift station number 5. That needs to be changed out. Right now it's in a dangerous coffee can contraption in a sidewalk. We're going to build an appropriate building on land the city has secured, and then also rebuild First Street. New pavement, new sidewalks, nice street, good infrastructure. And at the same time, we'll also be bidding out sewer lining. That's a technology where you basically have a resin tube and then you inflate it inside the old pipe, cook it, and then with that you don't have to essentially trench, and it saves a lot of money. Department of Ecology, they've given us grant money for about 10 years worth. So we're going to get really far ahead on our sewer lining, so look for a bid on that. Drinking water, a lot of stuff going on there. Well number 7, that's the new well. So all wells we've been drilling, those are all replacement wells for ones that have failed. This one will be a first new one, which is good because growing population need more points of withdrawal. So it's being drilled at Southwest Teal and city-owned property near the lift station. And then we'll be building the well house probably going in next year, and then that well will be alive. Also, we're working on securing funds to build an additional reservoir because most communities do have additional water storage sites than we have, and we do need more for our goal, like 72 hours of water storage. We're short of that. So the new reservoir would be about 1 million gallons. We're currently working on engineering of it out on the grounds of the treatment plant, because right now no storage facilities exist west of College Avenue. This will change change at. It'll provide good storage for existing and future residents, so big thing. Also, the city has state FEMA grant funds. You're going to see work over by the steel water tower, so we're seismically retrofitting it. So engineering is this year. You'll see pretty significant construction next year, strengthening all legs of it and also repainting it. There's also a number of engineering projects going on. Southeast 8th, we have State Transportation Improvement Board grant money to go put a sidewalk in all the gaps of 8th Street between College and Larch, which is great because they'll provide safe pedestrian access from the downtown area all the way to Lions Park. It'll include bump outs and rapid flashing beacons so folks can get across Larch Avenue safe. We also have Department of Ecology money to go engineer Southwest 10th between College and Bay to include curb gutters, storm treatment, sidewalk, all of that. We'll be looking for construction money, but engineering money is underway. Same with Southeast 6th and Birch. We're examining that as well. Fix the pavement and then the stormwater put in sidewalks. And then the last thing, we end up getting a significant grant from the U.S. Forest Service for $750,000. So we'll be working with the park board on that to figure out what trees to plant, what types. We do have the tree list, but we want a diversity of them. In the areas where we'll be putting in these new trees will be along the Whitman Drive multi-use path, the portion that's now in the city from Martin Airfield Lane all the way out to Hampton Lane. And then this will also pay for the irrigation trees on the Majania Road project from College to Blueview, and then the new east-west road. And then with Majania, we're in the right-of-way acquisition phase. There's like narrow 5-foot strips here and there we need. So for folks that live along there, our agent will be reaching out about that to purchase the little strips of right-of-way, because we're trying to tee that up for full construction in 2025. So a lot of moving parts, a lot of things going on. As we have further updates, we will share them. Thank you.